So, Your Excellency, that is the report.
Shungwa to take over the program.
Experts, or our committee experts who are led by Advocate.
I am very happy, and I had no doubt in my mind, having traveled this journey as a politician in Kenya for a long time, I had no doubt in my mind that this was an assignment that was doable. And I'm very proud that we finally have a report, and the report has already been adopted by both houses of parliament, and we are now well on course to implementing it. Let me also take this opportunity to commend our former Prime Minister, the Honorable Raila Odinga, for the decision that we jointly made to make sure that we take the country on this path, the path of peace, of dialogue, consultation, conversation, that is what defines Kenya. Kenya is a country that is very well known, and we have credentials as a country, as believers in democracy, and that we can always use democratic means to resolve whatever issues that arise. On the issue of the IEBC, we have convergence of proposals, and we now have a joint proposal with a bill in Parliament. We also have agreed on the issues of the other proposal that's already in Parliament with a bill is ESCC. I hope you included Mambo Matatu. Again, let me also congratulate you on finding an agreement on the constitutional provision that will make NGCDF a constitutional imperative, so to speak. The oversight fund that the Senate will access, and also NGAF that will be available to our women members of parliament. I am sure Wambilianga and my sister here, Amina, will be happy when we finally make that NGAF a constitutional bill that will constitutionally provide for resources for our women members of parliament to discharge their responsibilities and to serve the people of Kenya appropriately.
Let me take this opportunity to really thank the two teams for your pragmatism, for your patience, and for the hours that you have spent to come up with a document that will bring peace and tranquility to our country. Your Excellency, I must admit that I was a bit skeptical from the beginning whether these discussions will see the light of the day. I must admit I had estimated the resilience of the Kenyan people to look for peace and tranquility, and I have since been very impressed by what has happened, and I think this is the way to go. Kenya is bigger than all of us, and we in the executive and our president are very happy to have a peaceful environment because we have a plan and a mandate with the people of Kenya that would like to execute and implement in a peaceful environment. We are therefore very happy that there is peace and tranquility in the country, and going forward, after the two houses have done justice to the report, we believe that we'll have peace forever, and never again shall we settle our political differences in the streets of Nairobi and other towns through violence, through destruction of property, through shouting at each other, but rather talking to each other for the benefit of the people of this great republic.
Today we are very happy to come before you and Deputy President to make this presentation. You know, one of the things we had great difficulty with was they kept on saying, His Excellency the President. We were very angry with them. Who gave you authority? That's an issue for discussion. That's how we started these things. Very hard things. But at the end of it, now I think after today, when you meet your brother, Raila Odinga, will call you Your Excellency, Excellency William Samoei Arap Ruto, because of this work. And no hang-ups, and yet the work that lies ahead is equally important. Our recommendation is, because this is a negotiated document, negotiated, therefore we plead with you that the Kenya Kwanza teams in Parliament, in both houses of Parliament, be adequately guided so that we can have a fast-tracked process in order to settle this country, to be able to do the next important things. And therefore, I heard Kimani even here refer, he didn't talk when we were with Raila, he did not talk about public participation. And the reason is, you remember Kimani, one of the things we said, we must have these stakeholders. We don't want to be accused of not having had public participation. This doctrine is written in black and white in our Constitution. Therefore, even if you have to do public participation of the bills, consequent bills upon the report, which has happily been adopted, we want to suggest that we do not take all the time. You can do public participation, and then you get a lot of problems coming out of it. So fast-tracking it, and then getting the final product. We all know, for example, we do not have an IBC. The other day, I went to take part in elections for the Law Society of Kenya. And you know, I saw people wearing IEBC things. I looked at them. I said, if I was a contestant, I would take this matter to court. There is no IEBC. But they went on. These were lawyers who should know. So we don't have an IEBC. So people of Banisha have every reason to feel aggrieved. But then, I think we are able, if we fast-track this thing, because even the ruling that was made by some judge in this matter did not give the timelines. Aaron kept on, actually, it's like he knew some of these judges. Because you guys, you know, there's this thing in court. But now we're able to move with speed and implement this. So we want to urge again fast-tracking and also having it as it is, because it's a negotiated product. We have precedents highlighting, this position. And it's not like we're in a hurry to force any situation. You know it better. This is your country, and your brother, Raila Odinga, is equally committed to this process. There will be forces, as expected, within the coalitions and outside, within Parliament and outside, who may not like to have a peaceful country, and therefore may want to derail even what we have come up with. We want to ask that you use the authority given to you by law to push this thing through. I think that is what I want to say. The 5 agenda items are highlighted in the document, and I think we can now happily present the product to you